your past life reading. Hope you all are enjoying your past life and your what to look out for readings. And just, just move forward in some things that you may not have really taken into consideration or looked at something or are realizing why some things may be going on. So let's check out what's going on here. I want to thank you all for rocking with me, dealing with me, in my energy and, dealing with me on this journey. Okay. So with that, there's honesty at the bottom of the deck, 26 breaking down to an 8. A lot of you may have honesty issues are just having a problem with dealing with some things out of not understanding. Sometimes it's hard for us to understand some things or go with the flow because of the honesty that somebody may be bringing, and it may propel us into a negative light with that person. I'm going to go ahead and pray first because I feel like a lot of you may have some mental attacks and things that are going on that people want you to delve in the illusions and deceptions. Creator, I come to you and I thank you for everything that you're working out on our behalf. I speak that Scorpio continues to move and thrive in the energy that you purpose for them. I speak that they understand and see the things that are going on around them that are not beneficial or not purposed to be in their energy. Selah. I just, a lot of you are dealing with people projecting energies onto you. At the bottom of the deck is the Hangman in reverse. A lot of you are coming to terms with what's going on around you. I feel like some of you, there's an olive branch being extended, and it's going to be up to you to accept it with the Seven of Swords in reverse here. Somebody may have already taken some things from you, and they may try to extend an olive branch because they think that's what's going to, which the olive branch, let me back up a little bit. The olive branch, of course, is supposed to be the level of forgiveness or an apology, right? Please forgive me for what I've done type of thing. Or let's make peace, But this won't come about until you honestly acknowledge that they cross boundaries and to misuse you. And I feel like these people, you're dealing with people that's from a past life that knows your worth, that knows what you're worth, and they have taken advantage of you not knowing what your worth was at that time. So for a lot of you, you're dealing with people that are from the past, even in this lifetime, and you figured out now in your growth and ascension process that you were taken advantage of, that somebody misled you intentionally. And this was somebody you trusted. This was somebody that you thought had your back. This was somebody that basically gave the impression that I won't hurt you and I'm not going to let anybody else hurt you. So it's kind of like what I'm seeing, like, you could be riding somewhere with your homeboys, your homegirls, and then it's kind of like y'all get to where y'all going and you get into it with somebody. And this is somebody that's going to take up for you. They come off as a ride or die. They come off as that person that has your back. But they really did. When you find out later the things, what they had been doing, they didn't. They really weren't in your corner. They just gave the appearance of being that. And I feel like a lot of people are dealing with issues and entities right now that people are being exposed that they really didn't have your back. They really wasn't your friend. They really weren't. They really didn't love you like they say they did. You know what I'm saying? They may have had love for you, but they were more so lying on you, lying on your name, defaming you. For a lot of you, this was a cousin. For a lot of you, this was a sibling, or even a parent. I don't believe this is like, and then it could fall in the realm of ex-girlfriend, ex-boyfriend, but I feel like this is somebody who gave the appearance of always being there no matter what. And how relationships go. When you fall out, right? If y'all not together, y'all just not together. But I'm getting I'm in the mindset of somebody who's basically you have been dealing with on a basis of trust or friendship, and And y'all been getting minor attacks because this ascension process, there's a certain level, the bigger the level, the bigger the demon, right? That's what they say. So a lot of you have been getting hit with a lot of little imp things because you've ascended, and people they can only send out on the level that they're on. So some things that you may have gotten hit with in the past, they've been coming up a lot lately because people know that you have grown, or that you see through them even though you haven't said anything. And that bothers people because what? They want that energy of fussing and fighting, discord. They want that energy of deception. You have one that came out here turned down, which is the Three of Wands in reverse. They want to stop this progress. They want to stop what you have coming in. See, some people will watch you, and they thought that the spells they put on that bottle of water that they gave you was going to stop you. The spells that they do over your things when you're not home, or the things that they can see in your background in your videos, the spells that they try to do on you to moving forward, they haven't worked. Even if they penetrated a little bit, it didn't work. And in some people, this same olive branch that they're extending out to you has spells on it. For some of you, it's jewelry, because they know you like jewelry. You're not going to turn that down. For some of you, it's money, cash money. They know you're not going to turn that down. For some of you, is things that you may want, but you may not purchase yourself because you don't spend that kind of money. High ticket item type things, because they feel like you're not going to turn it down. The olive branch is tainted. The Nine of Wands here. Something that you've been fighting against. Something that you've been fighting for. Some of you, people are trying to take your business from you. Trying to make sure you don't work your business. Trying to make sure you get so distracted to where things just fall apart. You have here the Page of Swords. The Tower. The Devil. And the Sun in reverse. A lot of you, they're watching, they're taking notes. They're trying to find an angle to get you upset. They're looking for something. They're looking to stop your ships from coming in. And a lot of you are just you're just starting to take off in what it is that you really do to bring in your income. A lot of you are working purpose now, where your income is supposed to come in and take care of you. Everybody's not there yet. But there are some people that's trying to stop your growth. They're trying to create a tower where you get distracted. They're trying to take back what it is they thought they had possession of. You know how, Scorpio, people think that they had you. They thought they had you in a corner, in a box. They didn't have you. They didn't have you in that energy of deception. They didn't have you. And I say in the energy of deception, they didn't have you to the point where, you know how things happen and it's like, man, I don't know why this is going on, blah, blah, blah. And then you just kind of keep going. Especially when you get in your ascension process, you don't have time to focus on that, because everything else is always so, I got to work this, I have to do that. Then it's like, okay, then here come this. It's like, man, I don't have time to focus on that. That don't mean nothing to me. When you get to that level, people realize they don't mean that much to you. I'm not going to fight for this anymore. I'm not fighting for the flesh anymore. And everybody don't get to that part in the ascension process, because that's where a lot of people fall off at. If you are grounded and rooted in material things, the olive branch is going to mean a lot to you. If you are not into material things and that nature, the olive branch won't mean anything to you. Because when you realize that what they did was intentional, there's nothing to talk about. Give me something for the Tower here. Okay, so you have the Five of Cups in reverse. One came out hidden. The Ace of Cups. You're no longer in regret about the things that have gone on. Like, people get mad because you don't want to fuss with them about the deception that they did you. When you deal with somebody and you know that they have stolen your things, and you can still smile and say, hello, I was just they can't, and then they look at you like, because what? They're about to be exposed. Their days are numbered. It's not going to work like that. You know, things are not going to work out like that for them. You know, and that's the truth of the matter. And that's why I say, you know, we have things on. We have to be aware of the truth of the matter and the things that are going on around us. And I feel like somebody's watching. They don't want they're planning, plotting, scheming on your ships not to come in. They trying to cause chaos in your life, trying to stop your shine, your glow. You know, and especially when you get into the ascension process that you've gotten past a lot of the heartaches and pains. You transition like you needed to. Now you can hear somebody talk noise and it don't matter. Everybody don't transition to that part. You know, because it takes a minute for some people. You know, everybody not there yet. But I feel like this person here has been trying to get your attention for you to fall off and not do what you need to do to keep moving forward. You have the devil here. A lot of you are using this self-love to move forward. The love and desire for your purpose. A lot of you have fallen in love with your purpose. The devil is here being clarified with the Eight of Cups in reverse. Let's get another one. Give me another one for the devil, please. And the Two of Swords in reverse here. The devil, and the Four of Pentacles. And the Six of Wands. So you're not accepting the toxicity anymore. Especially for those of you that were hotheads. In the past, I believe it messed you up. And this same entity from the past feels like they know that they could take you out based off making you mad, pissing you off. It's not going to work though. The Four of Pentacles here in reverse. It's like, you know, they want you to open up to trying to hold on to what they deem as truth about you. They wanted to tarnish your name or make you feel like you're nothing. So somebody may have taken some money from you. At the bottom of the deck is a star. Somebody may have taken money from you. And emotionally, it may have gotten you down. It may have even left you homeless. I feel like some of you, people were counting on the negative aspect of your personality to take you out, and it didn't work. I feel like what you used to see as good, you're understanding now. A lot of people put on that face. We talk about it, even, you know, as before the ascension process, you know, people put on their best. They put on their best when they're dealing with you, Scorpio. A lot of you bring in this energy from people who you make insecure. You make them insecure when you are around them. I feel like you don't feel the same way about people like you used to, no matter who they are. If you still love, you're still going to do your job. But I feel like now it's like, I'm not going to do all that I was doing before because I realized it got me into a lot of detriment. You know, if you honestly allow the universe to fight your battles, they only fight your battles when you acknowledge that there's a problem or something's going on. And then you do the proper channels of getting that help in, and then the battle gets fought. A lot of you are understanding the channel and what it takes to move forward in these proper thoughts, and then you keep moving. You keep moving forward in spite of, regardless of. Okay, so it came out in the deck. I thought it had hit the table. See? The Ten of Cups in reverse and the King of Pentacles is here clarifying the Sun in reverse. Understand that a lot of you don't care about the relationships of people not wanting to deal with you because of who you are. You're not going to let people stand on your foundation anymore. They're not going to be able to stand up in your energy and proclaim and profess anything anymore. It's not going to happen. They're not going to be able to take something from you that they did not rightfully earn. A lot of you are still upholding your truth and what it's going to take to move forward, in spite of people poking holes in your happiness, trying to. People breaching contracts. They are manipulating the abuse of power. They having access to your accounts, and they're doing things that they shouldn't be doing. Trying to break you down, trying to get you to a point of trying to break you, and they can't. Some people want the worst to come out in you for you to honestly be at your best. They don't know that the more things that they throw at you, they're going to get hurt. They're getting hurt already. Even in return to sender, these boomerang prayers and things of that nature people are doing, it's just this energy of they cannot manifest. And then they see you still moving. But people don't understand this here. No one manifests when you are focused on somebody else. No one does. If a lot of you are focused on what's going on down the street, a lot of you don't manifest. You may need to be concerned with what's going on with your neighbors here and there. But like if you're always in somebody else's business, you don't have much going on in your life. That's not how that goes. Now, you checking on other people, and if that's part of your business, that's one thing. But if you are constantly in somebody else's energy or looking for something that don't have anything to do with you, you're not a manifester. You can't be. Manifestors don't have that kind of time on their hand, because it takes a lot to manifest. You got to have your mind right. You have to be dealing with the how you feeling about yourself. You have to really focus on you. Give me some messages for Scorpio. What is it that you want them to know about this olive branch from their past life? What's really going on here? Playful. 44 breaking down to an 8. I'm going to tell you something. I noticed that as you get through the ascension process, you're not as serious anymore. Now you're back to your playful self. You're back to the energy of things aren't so heavy anymore. You can laugh at yourself when mistakes happen. And that's how it gets when you realize that, you know what, this is part of the process. When you realize that and you can start living that pisses a lot of people off. They can't stand it. Success at the bottom of the deck, 39 breaking down to a 12-3. In reverse. A lot of you have reached a level of success in your own life, to the point where it's mental. I'm no longer bothered. Things happen. Some things bother me more than others, but that's part of that. That's the part that's on the purpose path that bothers me, because I'm wondering if I made a mistake, or is this just part of the process too? But these outside influences, people like kind of come in and tamper with your things and doing these things, and you're already equipped to handle this. That's the playful side. You can. They tripping. I'm going to go ahead and do this. Let me go and do this prayer right quick, and they tripping. And they don't understand you've already dealt with their spirit before, because that's part of ascension. What is ascension, y'all? Ascension is actually the training for purpose. You have self-worth in reverse, 32 breaking down to a 5. There's change in how you feel about yourself. Now you know It's personal, but it's not really personal. This is part of my job. I attracted you to me because I'm a healer of people that are broken and that who have been broken by people like you. So here you come. My job is to take you out. That's knowing purpose, though. And not just knowing purpose, understanding and believing the universe when they deal with you so that you know when you're out of training. A lot of you get the gifts and you just go running. That's not how it goes. We have to know what we're doing, and when to do it. Forbidden 18 breaking down to a 9. Some things are taboo at this time, and it's not an area. Everything's not an area to be dealt with. Just because somebody send you a dart does not mean I need to talk to you about it. Or they have a stank attitude. I don't need to talk to you about it right then. I'm gonna wait until you have a nice attitude and tell you about yourself. Or I go in and pray about, what's what, especially if I have to deal with you all the time. You have to get you have to know how to utilize your gifts to get to the point of using them all the time. Your gifts should be second nature now. And a lot of you are at that level, but then it's kind of like, well, should I? You need to use your gifts. Everything is not going to be audible unless your gift is to talk, to put it out there. But you have to know what works for you. Everything doesn't work for everybody. Invisible. In the reverse, which is a 16 breaking down to a 7. Your gifts are not seen. They're not seen with the naked eye. Now, some people can see your gifts. They can see what's on you and what they do. They try to keep you. They try to hold you. They try to do things that are not profitable, I should say. They try to act like, some people act like they're not there, but they're there to try to see what they can get away with. And then at the same time, during the course of ascension, I would tell different people different things, but that was my growth process to now I know everybody don't need to know. If you come across my channel and the energy and the info that's coming out resonates with you, then that means you may need it. But this is not for everybody. A lot of people have the wrong idea about ascension. What's at the bottom here? Success is back at the bottom again. In reverse. It's the same thing. A lot of you have graduated. You realize, and some of you realizing that ascension isn't a lifelong journey. Ascension is what is the spiritual college. That's the knowledge. And the olive branch is part of you realizing what's really going on here. Somebody has come from your past to give you something to put you back in that snare, back in that problem. And it's this past life that's being tapped into. This is somebody that does not want you to elevate in this lifetime. They're being used in this lifetime to make sure you don't make it to your purpose, that you don't complete purpose this time. And that's the thing. A lot of people don't realize who's really in their life from this lifetime or the last one, but they come to destroy your path. The progress that you've made. The knave of the page of wands is at the bottom of the deck. There's a message coming in about your progress. That olive branch that's been prayed on, it's probably been sitting up 10 years waiting for the right time for all that stuff to marinate on there and give you, thinking they giving you something. Creator, I come to you and I thank you for Scorpio. I thank you for a mindset of change. I speak that they continue to move forward in the things that they are purposed to do and receive. I thank you for everything that you're working out and not to give up on everything that is going on. I ask you, Creator, that you continue to guide and give clarity and to remove that spirit of confusion that's being sent. Selah. Have a good one, Scorpio. Yeah, you're a target. But just make sure you have your protection prayers up. If you need prayers, everything's in the description box below. If you need a past life reading, Definitely check it out. Check out in the description box below what's what. Okay. Y'all have a good one. This is your girl Nina Rose.